The book Black Boy starts in the poverty-stricken, racially segregated South, where Richard Wright grows up facing hunger, violence, and constant fear. The opening scenes of Richard's childhood in Mississippi set the tone for his difficult upbringing. His family struggles to survive, and Richard's curiosity about the world often leads him into trouble. In the cramped, oppressive home of his strict religious grandmother, Richard feels stifled by both the rigid rules of his family and the harsh realities of life as a black child in the Jim Crow South. His desire for independence clashes with his family's expectations, leading to frequent conflicts. The small, suffocating space symbolizes the limitations imposed on Richard's life by both his family and society. As Richard grows older, he moves to Memphis in search of better opportunities. The bustling city, with its busy streets and crowded tenements, offers a stark contrast to the rural South. However, Richard quickly realizes that the racism and exploitation he faced in Mississippi are just as prevalent in the urban environment. He struggles to find work and is constantly reminded of his place in the racial hierarchy. In a dusty corner of a library, Richard discovers the power of books. He begins to educate himself, reading works by famous authors and philosophers. The library becomes a refuge from the harsh realities of the outside world, a place where Richard's mind can explore new ideas and challenge the constraints of his environment. Later, as Richard becomes more politically aware, he gets involved with the Communist Party in Chicago. The meetings in dark, smoky rooms filled with activists provide him with a sense of belonging and purpose, but he soon becomes disillusioned by the party's internal conflicts and rigid ideology. Richard's intellectual journey is shaped by his growing awareness of the complexities of race, class, and power. In the final scenes, Richard reflects on his life and his decision to pursue a career as a writer. The crowded, noisy streets of Chicago serve as a backdrop to his inner resolve to use his voice to fight against the injustices he has witnessed. The story ends with Richard determined to forge his own path, despite the challenges he faces as a black man in America.